When you think of free-ranging dogs in India, the term street dogs might come to mind. But here in Dharamshala, India, that doesn't really quite capture the essence of these animals. I prefer to call them neighborhood dogs because they belong to the community, staying close to their family roots, actually, and occasionally they'll adopt a traveler like me. Hi, I'm Leanne, and welcome to our Stay Traveling YouTube channel, where we offer travel tips for retired seniors and explore the joys and challenges of staying in one place for as long as your visa allows. For seniors, this is a rewarding way to travel sustainably, making the most of your health and time, well, and money. Although our passport home is Minnesota in the USA, for the past 8 years we've been spending part of the year in Dharamshala, India. With that in mind, I'd like to introduce you to Buster. That's what I call him. Others call him Sleepy. He's the unofficial ambassador of our little neighborhood, and you'll often find him snoozing in his favorite patch of dirt or making the rounds near local cafes where well-meaning residents and travelers alike ensure that he's well fed. And this is a very common thing here in Dharamshala. The animals don't look malnourished at all. I think that people, they will provide bread, roti for them. And animals here they're not fussy about their food like they are in the United States. And it's just absolutely wonderful to watch how well these people how well they're taken care of. Buster's territory includes a few popular spots, making him a familiar face to anyone who spends time here. For me, Buster is a reminder of how deeply intertwined the communities can be. And as a state traveler, these moments of connection, whether with people or animals, add to the depth of an experience of living abroad rather than just traveling through a location. Times a week, we trek down the mountain to our local shopping center, and it's about 1.5 miles. And sometimes I call out Buster's name as if he's sleeping when we see him. And his head comes up, and he looks around, and then he just gets up, stretches, and starts following me down the mountain. But sometimes, just to fool him, I don't say a word, and I'll just walk by. But his sense of smell must, trigger him that, yep, she's here. And he gets up and he follows. And one thing that I learned about Buster, and it's got to be this, well, this has actually happened with 3 other dogs here. I'm here for 5 months or so, and then I'm gone for the rest of the year. But when I come back, these dogs seem to remember me. I don't even sometimes call out the names that I've given them, and they just remember me. It's just a really heartwarming feeling. So that's why I'm also showing this little video of Buster, so you can see him following us to really the end of his territory, and then he just goes about his business. With us. Yeah, how long's Buster been with us? How many, what? Since the first year we came.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's amazing how he just knows who we are and just follows us down the hill. Good boy, Buster. Good boy. Yeah, you're a good boy.
this video.
Yeah, I am taking a little video of how he just follows us down the mountain. But he just seems a little slow today.
Right.
Don't you think?
I think maybe right in.
Huh?
I know many times when you are not with me,
Yeah?
he has walked just like that.
Huh. Where'd he go? Here he comes. Namaste. Namaste. You having a good day, Buster? Huh? If you're planning on staying in Dharamshala or a similar destination, here are a few tips for coexisting with neighborhood dogs. First of all, remember they are dogs. I think sometimes in the United States we treat our animals, our dogs, as if they're little humans. We feel that they're entitled to come to the grocery store with us. They're even entitled to come on the planes with us. We dress them. But here, just remember that these dogs are animals and they are, I guess you would call it, somewhat wild. So, when you come across dogs, stay calm. Dogs can sense fear and aggression, and a calm demeanor goes a long way. And I just think just kind of ignore them if you're uncomfortable around dogs at all. Just ignore them. I would also recommend don't pet the dogs. Not that they don't want to be pet, because they do. But they could carry fleas or other little critters, and I've just found that it's better. Kindness works. A gentle word or a small gesture of compassion can create trust. And that's like when I see Buster. I just go, Buster, how are you? Such a good puppy you are. He seems to like those words. Okay, now here's a biggie. You have to be very cautious when you see dogs start packing together. Because what happens is, as I said earlier, dogs, they have a territory, and there's maybe several dogs within this territory. And if another dog enters that territory, oh my gosh, all hell seems to break loose. There's barking, and that defensive barking call brings in other dogs who live in that neighborhood, that territory, to scare away the dog that doesn't belong there. So just be cautious when you see more than one or two dogs together. Okay? And I would say also, if it's a dog that you're not familiar with, just again, try to be calm, cautious. Some people recommend bringing along a stick when you're out walking, because then you have the opportunity to scare them away, and they will get scared away. And lastly, I would really recommend that you support the local efforts to these NGOs who are really, really trying to get the dogs neutered, so that, because there is an overpopulation, and also to vaccinate these dogs. So your help would be really, really encouraged. For seniors exploring long-term travel, adapting to your local environment is part of the adventure and it's part of the challenge. And in Dharamshala, the neighborhood dogs are not just part of the landscape, they're part of the story. I like that. They're part of the story. On to some photos, and I just want to thank you for watching. Okay. Yeah, you're still with us, huh? Good boy. You're such a good boy. I think we're getting to the end of Buster's territory. Well, here must be one of his buddies. They're not growling at each other. It's amazing how dogs roam a certain territory. It becomes their home, and people here take care of the dogs, the street dogs. I call them neighborhood dogs. They feed them. The dogs just kind of lay around, befriend you. Maybe Buster found a new friend. We're about to the end of his territory where